Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the AZFSTV6 channel. The place for you all to search for information about anime, manga, and much more. So, make sure you watch until the end of the video. Oh yeah, don't forget to press the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our latest videos. Your support means a lot, and of course, it's free. Let's get started. On the other hand, Robin realized that every strange thing there was marked with a number tattoo on their bodies. It is likely that they are also being watched by someone. Along the way, Luffy and the others also encountered the ghost that had appeared on the ship previously. The ghost flew around, and when Frankie was touched, he became desperate. Not only Frankie, but even Luffy and Zoro felt the same. Therefore, Robin assumed that if they touched the ghost, then they would be weak both physically and mentally. Sanji also felt that if the ghost appeared occasionally, he felt watched. Apart from the ghost, they arrived at the zombie gravesite that Nami had passed earlier. Equally, they were also attacked by the zombies. However, because they were all strong, they easily repelled the zombies. Back to Nami and the others, they arrived in front of Dr. Hogback's laboratory door. They peeked at Hogback, who was in the middle of creating something. There was also a corpse lying there. They began to assume, oh right, it must be Drive Hogback who had created the zombies on the island. Moreover, all his zombies were numbered. Chopper was also confused for a moment. This is because using medicine can only cure someone before they die, not revive someone after they have died. Soon, they were approached by a sword-wielding zombie who was a guard there. It seemed to be forcing them into Drive Hogback's laboratory. Since the prisoner resembled Brook, they thought it was Brook. After defeating all the zombies, Luffy asked about the whereabouts of Nami and the others. Initially, they did not want to answer because it was an order from their boss. However, because Luffy kept threatening them, they eventually told him the way. When Luffy was walking, suddenly an old man came asking for help. He requested to defeat the big boss, Moria. Hearing the name Moria, Robin immediately knew that the Moria in question was Gecko Moria, one of the members of the Shichibukai. What Robin knows is that he is a mysterious man, but unexpectedly he is the mastermind behind the shadow theft. Since Luffy and the others were also trapped by Moria, they agreed to defeat Moria. The old man was happy because he finally had hope of being able to walk under the sun again. Earlier, many people who lost their shadows were eavesdropping on their conversation and simultaneously thanked them. Meanwhile, Nami was caught by Hogback. However, Hogback did not panic, because the hunt for the newcomers would soon begin. Then Absalom can be seen resurrecting the zombies that Luffy had previously defeated. He orders the zombies to prepare for a nighttime attack. Hundreds of ghosts are also seen entering a room. He was greeted by a cute bear who called him by the name Perona. Meanwhile, some zombies were seen waking up Moria from his sleep. The little zombies revealed that their prey this time was the Mugiwara pirates who had brought down Ini's lobby. Then, Luffy and the others arrived in front of the gate. Simultaneously, it began to rain, revealing a massive sail visible from above. Frankie had already guessed that the bark referred to was the sail. The old man who came earlier also arrived and mentioned that Thriller Bark is a ship that carries an island and is the largest ship in the world. Nami mustered the courage to confront Hogback. It turns out that Hogback was not researching zombies, but instead he was reviving dead bodies. He had even revived Sindri from her death 10 years ago. Upon hearing that, Hogback immediately asked Sindri and the swordsman Yuma to drag them to Moria. Hogback also mentioned that Yuma is a samurai from the land of Wano who had defeated a flying dragon. Sure enough, Yuma attacked Nami and the others until they were knocked out. On the other hand, Luffy, who had just entered the main hall, immediately fought the zombies relentlessly. He felt that the island was truly enjoyable. Nami and the others who were already unconscious were put into a coffin and it was closed. Meanwhile, the zombies had started entering the yard. They looked ready for the attack that night. Then, after defeating all the zombies in the hall, Luffy and the others realized that Sanji was missing. They also noticed a zombie laughing suspiciously. To ensure everything was secure, Frankie carried the zombie pig head that kept on making noise. About to be attacked, a transformed penguin came to her defense. The penguin even defied its master's orders. Each of his words sounded like Sanji defending a woman. Meanwhile, Luffy was confused because Zoro had now disappeared. Luffy tried to beat the zombie ball leader who had been there from the start. Earlier they were laughing, but without realizing it, they were also being watched by two black mice sneaking around the corridor. While confused, Luffy ended up putting on a golden armor which surprised Frankie. They were baffled by Zoro's disappearance. But not for long. They arrived at a hall. In that hall, they were confronted by an armored general zombie. Frankie tried to fight it, but the zombie kept getting back up. Then all the exits were closed, trapping them together with a lot of those armored general zombies. Meanwhile, Absalom is still chasing after Lola, who is going after Nami out of jealousy. On the other hand, Nami is still shocked by him, with the penguin defending the woman. On another side, it turns out that Zoro was captured by Gecko Moria, who did something to Zoro that made him unconscious. Zoro's body was also lying with Sanji, who was also unconscious. Meanwhile, in the midst of the zombies fighting Luffy and the others, a swordsman appeared who looked exactly like Zoro. Luffy even thought it was Zoro even though his name was Jigoro when he saw how similar Jigoro was to Zoro. Luffy was captured by something while Robin and Frankie managed to get out of the hall. But they are searching for the whereabouts of their captain. Suddenly, a sound from Luffy was heard coming from a coffin. And just as they were about to chase, Frankie and Robin were confronted by a giant spider monkey. While Nami and the others were confused, Lola and Absalom arrived. However, they were busy with their own fight and didn't take long. Lola found Nami and almost attacked her, but Penguin Sanji managed to thwart her. The fight then happened between Lola and Penguin Sanji, which resulted in Nami being kidnapped by Absalom. It was then that Nami realized that the person who had confined her in the bathroom was Absalom. Then Nami immediately stunned Absalom with electricity and fled with Chopper and Usopp. Absalom, who was electrocuted, felt that it was love and forbade the zombies from chasing Nami. Even when Penguin Sanji tried to fight Absalom, Penguin Sanji was immediately thrown aside. Meanwhile, Nami was still being chased by Lola over there. By the way, before we continue, for those of you who are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe first. Just click the red button below, it's free, and you will get more exciting content from me. Okay, let's continue now. Nami didn't know what Lola's problem with her was. Fortunately, Usopp and Chopper helped Nami so she could escape. On the other hand, Frankie and Robin, who were cornered, destroyed the connecting bridge there. Robin even used her new devil fruit technique and managed to fly for a few seconds. But not for long. The fallen enemies rise again and threaten to attack him, but suddenly from above, Brook is seen falling to the ground. Nami tries to soothe Lola by deceiving her, telling her that she is a man and fully supports Lola's love for Absalom. Upon hearing that, Lola was surprised and ended up consulting Nami about love. Taking advantage of the situation, Nami also asked Lola for the treasure room map. Innocently, Lola showed Perona's room. Lola then went off to chase Absalom while Nami and the others escaped and were forced to hide. Inside, Perona's subordinate zombie named Kumashi and Perona herself have returned after searching the Straw Hat pirate's ship. In Perona's room, Absalom is now looking for Nami. They also received information that Luffy has been captured and Moria will revive zombie number 900. Not long after, Hilden came to inform Absalom that they also had a singing swordsman named Brook arriving. Meanwhile, Frankie and Robin were trying to fight off the rising spider monkeys at first. Frankie was very superior until finally Robin got trapped. She was trapped by the subordinate of the spider monkey, namely Spider Miss. That creature also captured crew members one by one. When Frankie and Robin were cornered, the singing voice of Brook came. He arrived and saved Frankie and Robin. Brook also defeated the spider monkey easily when he first arrived. Frankie was worried about the spider monkey, thinking it might rise again. However, Brook had already anticipated this by cutting off its head. The zombie then emitted a black shadow, which startled Frankie and Robin. However, Brook explained that it was the soul of the zombie. Essentially, Moria consumed the devil fruit Kage no Mi, which can steal a person's shadow. Then his follower, Hogback, modified the bodies of corpses to make them stronger. Then, Moria inserted that person's shadow into the corpse that had been modified by Dr. Hawkback so it could come back to life. Because the shadow itself acts like a second life for the human, the shadow will follow the habits and strength of its original body. Then, if the modified body is already strong and the shadow comes from a strong human, combining them will result in a very powerful zombie. Additionally, there is a possibility that the shadows of Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy might be taken and their bodies could just be thrown into the sea by boat. Meanwhile, Luffy's shadow is almost taken by Moria. Luffy also asks about the whereabouts of his friends, but Moria realizes that he has only captured Sanji and Zoro. It turns out that Nami and the others hiding inside Komaki also overheard everything. In the end, Luffy's shadow is taken because he almost escapes. Thank you for watching this video until the end. If you like the content, don't forget to click the like button, share with your friends, and write your thoughts in the comments section. I really want to hear what you think. And of course, for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, just click the subscribe button below and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any exciting upcoming videos. Remember, your support makes this channel more enthusiastic about creating content. See you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay motivated, and always be the best version of yourself. Bye.